Most men misunderstand intimacy. They chase pleasure, mistaking fleeting satisfaction for deep connection. They rely on technique, believing that the right movement or position will unlock a woman's desire. But intimacy is not a checklist. It is not a trick. It is an extension of who you are as a man. A Stoic man does not approach intimacy as a conquest. He does not measure his worth by performance or validation. He understands that intimacy is mastery, of self, of presence, of control. It is the ability to command the moment, not through force, but through unwavering confidence. A man who cannot lead himself cannot lead a woman. A man who lacks control over his own mind and body will never create the kind of experience that lingers in her thoughts long after the moment has passed. True connection is built in stillness, in awareness, in the ability to read what is unspoken. A woman does not surrender to a man because of physicality alone, she surrenders to the man who makes her feel safe, desired, and fully present in the moment. That level of trust is not given freely, it is earned. And it is only earned by the man who brings more than just his body into intimacy, he brings his strength, his focus, and his complete mastery over himself. This is not about pleasure alone. Pleasure fades. Desire that is built on shallow excitement will always be replaced by something new. But when a man understands the deeper nature of intimacy, when he moves with purpose, when he leads with certainty, when his presence alone stirs anticipation, he no longer chases attraction. He becomes it. The 5 positions of strength, intimacy as an expression of masculinity. Intimacy is not just physical, it is an expression of who you are as a man. Every movement, every touch, every moment spent in connection with a woman reveals your level of strength, confidence, and control. A man who understands this does not approach intimacy as an act of indulgence but as an opportunity to lead, to command, and to create an experience that leaves a lasting imprint. The positions of strength are not just about pleasure, they are about presence. They are about understanding a woman's desires and meeting them with precision and certainty. A man who embodies Stoic mastery in intimacy does not hesitate, does not seek validation, and does not operate from insecurity. He owns the moment, and because of that, the woman in his arms feels something rare. She feels safe enough to let go, to surrender fully, to trust that she is in the hands of a man who knows exactly what he is doing. Number 1. The protector, spooning, security and connection. In this position, the man is behind the woman, holding her close, controlling the rhythm, and creating a deep sense of intimacy. This is not just about pleasure, it is about security. A woman's deepest desire is to be with a man who makes her feel protected, both physically and emotionally. When a man takes his time, when he moves with intention instead of impatience, he communicates something far beyond the physical. He tells her, without words, that she is safe, that she is desired, and that he is in complete control. Many men rush through intimacy, mistaking speed for intensity. A Stoic man understands that anticipation is power. That slow, deliberate movements create a kind of longing that cannot be faked. When he holds her close in this position, he is not just engaging with her body, he is engaging with her mind, her emotions, her unspoken needs. He is not just a lover, he is her protector, and that is something she will never forget. Number 2. The commander, doggy style, strength and dominance. A woman desires a man who is strong enough to take charge without losing control. This position allows him to do just that. It is not about aggression, but about leadership. The man who understands dominance knows that it is not about overpowering a woman, it is about guiding her. It is about setting the pace, about making her feel the force of his presence while still ensuring that she feels completely at ease. Most men either hesitate or overcompensate. They either fear taking control, worried they will seem too rough, or they become reckless, mistaking force for passion. A Stoic man knows the balance. He knows when to push forward and when to hold back. He understands that true strength is measured in control, not in brute force. And because of that, a woman in his presence does not just feel attraction, she feels reverence. Number 3. The guardian, missionary, depth and intensity. Some men dismiss this position as ordinary, but in reality, it is one of the most powerful ways to create a deep and lasting connection. Face to face, eye to eye, breath to breath, there is nowhere to hide. A man who avoids this position is a man who avoids vulnerability, and a man who avoids vulnerability will never truly master intimacy. The guardian position is about depth, both physical and emotional. When a man moves with purpose, when he is fully present, when he does not avert his gaze but instead looks directly into a woman's eyes, he creates something unforgettable. A woman does not fall for a man because of words alone, she falls because of how he makes her feel in moments of silence, in the weight of his gaze, in the way his presence alone commands her full attention. This position, when executed with confidence, is not just an act of intimacy, it is a statement of who you are as a man. Number 4. The challenger, woman on top, trust and surrender. A woman does not give control to just any man. If she takes the lead in this position, it is because she trusts him enough to do so. This is where many men fail. They either give up all control, becoming passive, or they resist, afraid of losing dominance. A Stoic man does neither. He understands that letting a woman take control is not a sign of weakness, but a test of strength. In this position, a man must remain engaged. He must guide without forcing, support without overpowering. His hands, his presence, his steady control all tell her one thing: he is fully aware of what she needs. She may be on top, but he is still the anchor, the foundation. A weak man will become reactive, letting the moment dictate his actions. A strong man remains centered, ensuring that even when she leads, he is still in control of the experience. Number 5. The conqueror, screw position, precision and mastery. This position requires discipline, control, and a deep understanding of timing. The man who masters it does not rely on instinct alone, he refines his movements, he adjusts with precision, he understands that the key to lasting pleasure is not in frantic energy but in measured, deliberate execution. Many men approach intimacy without strategy. They assume that effort alone will bring results. But mastery is not about effort, it is about effectiveness. The conqueror position is one that requires patience, endurance, and above all, focus. A man who lacks control over himself will never fully satisfy a woman. He will move without awareness, rush without thought, and leave the moment feeling like something was missing. But a man who moves with discipline, who understands rhythm, who maintains a strong, steady presence, he creates an experience that does not just satisfy but leaves a lasting mark. Final thoughts: the man who leads in the bedroom leads in life. A man who understands intimacy as an expression of strength does not chase validation. He does not seek approval. He moves with confidence because he has mastered himself first. Every position, every touch, every moment is an opportunity to reinforce that he is not just present, he is in control. A woman does not desire a man who fumbles through intimacy, uncertain and hesitant. She desires a man who knows exactly what he is doing. A man who carries himself with authority, who leads with purpose, who makes her feel that in his presence, she is exactly where she is meant to be. This is the difference between a man who is merely good in bed and a man who leaves an imprint on a woman's soul. Strength, control, presence, these are what separate the ordinary from the unforgettable. And the Stoic man is never ordinary. The Stoic way: self-mastery in intimacy and life. Mastery in intimacy is no different from mastery in life. A man who lacks control over himself in one area will lack control in others. A Stoic man does not stumble through life, reacting impulsively to desires, emotions, and external circumstances. He moves with intention. He refines his actions. He understands that true power comes not from force but from discipline. In intimacy, this principle is magnified. A man who approaches the bedroom with hesitation, insecurity, or a need for validation will never truly command a woman's respect or devotion. She may tolerate him, she may even enjoy moments of passion, but she will never feel consumed by his presence. A Stoic man does not seek to impress, he seeks to embody. He knows that his strength is not in his words alone, nor in fleeting moments of performance, but in his ability to remain grounded, composed, and unwavering. Self-mastery begins with discipline. A man who lacks control over his impulses, whether in intimacy, in emotions, or in life, will always be at the mercy of them. He will chase, he will cling, he will seek external approval rather than cultivating internal certainty. Women can sense this immediately. A man who is ruled by his desires will be seen as weak. A man who owns his desires, who directs them with precision and control, will command attention without needing to ask for it. In intimacy, a Stoic man understands the power of presence. He does not rush. He does not fumble through the moment, desperate to prove his worth. He moves deliberately, allowing each touch, each breath, each shift in energy to reinforce the reality that he is completely in control, not only of himself but of the entire experience. A woman does not fall for a man's words alone, she falls for his ability to hold her in the moment, to lead her without doubt, to make her feel that she is in the hands of a man who is both strong and unshaken. Beyond the bedroom, this mastery extends to every aspect of life. A man who is controlled in intimacy is controlled in conflict. He does not react emotionally to criticism, nor does he break under pressure. He meets every challenge, whether personal or professional, with the same unwavering composure. He does not beg for recognition, nor does he seek external validation. His worth is not determined by a woman's attraction to him, nor by fleeting moments of conquest. His worth is built on the foundation of who he has made himself to be. A man who has mastered himself will never fear losing a woman. He does not cling, he does not chase, he does not manipulate. He gives, he leads, and he allows others to make their own choices. If a woman desires him, it is because she sees in him something rare, something undeniable. And if she does not, he does not waver. His strength does not come from her presence but from the foundation he has built within himself. This is why self-mastery in intimacy is inseparable from self-mastery in life. The way a man moves, the way he speaks, the way he commands respect in his presence is the same energy he brings to his relationships, his business, his purpose. A man who is weak in one is weak in all. But a man who cultivates discipline, control, and an unshakable sense of self will never be forgotten. A Stoic man does not simply live, he leads. And because of that, everything he touches, every woman he is with, every moment he creates is shaped by the strength he carries within. Strength is not given. Attraction is not owed. Presence is not a performance. These things are earned through discipline, through self-mastery, through the way a man carries himself in every moment of his life. A weak man chases, begs, and seeks validation, hoping that someone else will define his worth. A strong man builds himself into someone undeniable, a force that moves with certainty, with purpose, with quiet confidence. Intimacy, like life, is not about taking, it is about becoming. A man who sees attraction as a game to be won will always lose in the end. A man who thinks power is found in control over others will never understand true strength. Women are not drawn to men who seek approval, nor do they give themselves fully to those who hesitate. They are drawn to the man who does not need them, who does not falter, who stands firm in himself whether she stays or leaves. The man who earns respect through his actions, not his words. In every interaction, you are revealing who you are. How you move, how you speak, how you carry yourself in moments of intimacy, these things are not separate from who you are in business, in leadership, in personal ambition. A man who lacks discipline in one area will lack it in all. The man who masters himself, his mind, his body, his desires, becomes rare. And what is rare is valued. The lesson is simple. If you wish to command attention, to cultivate attraction, to leave an undeniable presence in any room you enter, stop looking outward. The world does not owe you anything. Women do not owe you anything. No one will hand you strength or respect. These things must be forged. They must be tested. They must be proven. And they can be lost the moment you forget that they are not given but earned, again and again, in every moment, in every action, in every breath. Live with purpose. Speak with conviction. Move with the certainty of a man who does not ask for permission to exist. Do this, and you will never need to chase. You will never need to impress. You will simply be, and that will be enough. Knowledge without action is nothing. The principles you've heard today mean nothing if they stay as mere ideas. Strength, mastery, and influence are forged through action, through the deliberate choices you make every day. If you want to elevate yourself, if you want to command respect, desire, and authority, then start applying what you've learned. Carry yourself with purpose, speak with conviction, and move through the world as a man who is in control of his own destiny. Train your mind to be disciplined, your body to be strong, and your presence to be undeniable. Intimacy, leadership, and attraction are not given, they are earned through effort, through mastery of self. The next step is yours to take. If you're ready to commit to becoming the man you were meant to be, subscribe to Ultimate Stoicism and join a community of men who refuse to settle for mediocrity. Share your thoughts in the comments. What's the one action you will take today to raise your standards? Let your words be the first step toward real change. Stay sharp, stay disciplined, and move forward with purpose.